Okay guys, so let's go ahead and find the surface area of this composite shape, which consists of two solid shapes. So we got a cylinder and we got a rectangular prism. Okay, so let me say this one, I'm going to call the shape number 1. All right, and I'm called the shape number 2. All right guys, shape number 1 and shape number 2. So let's go ahead and find the area of shape number 1. All right, shape number 1. Now, how do we find the surface area of a rectangular prism? Now we got 2LW plus 2LH plus 2WH, right guys? So let's say this is the length, the width, and the height. So what we're going to do now is we are just going to substitute it. Okay, we're going to substitute the values. So let's substitute it guys. So we have for the first one we have 2 multiplied by the length, which is 9, times the width, which is 4, plus 2 times the length, which is 9, multiplied by the height now, which is 5, plus 2 times the width, which is 4, times the height, which is 5. All right guys, so we are just substituting the values now. Now 2 times 9 times 4, 2 times 9 is 18, 18 times 4 is going to give us 72, right? 72, plus, for the next one, we got 2 times 9 is 18, 18 times 5 will give us 90, plus, next one guys, 2 times 4 is 8, 8 times 5 is 40, right? Now, if we add it all up, we should get 202, and let's not forget our unit, which is centimeter square. All right, guys. Now, let me maybe highlight it. There we go. All right, let me highlight it. Now, let's go ahead and find the surface area of cylinder, right, which is shape number 2. So, for the cylinder, the formula is 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h, right guys? So there are two circles, which is the top and the bottom, and the curved surface area is 2 pi r h. Now we see that the radius is 2 and the height is 3, right guys? The radius is 2 and the height is 3. Now let's substitute our values right here. So we have 2 times 3.14 times r to the power of 2, which is 2 square, plus, now we're doing 2 pi r h. Let's take the value of pi as 3.14. So 2 times 3.14 multiplied by our radius, which is 2, multiplied by our height, which is 3. Right guys? So let's calculate it now. 2 times 3.14 is 6.28 times 4, plus, here we have 2 times 3.14 is again 6.28 multiplied by 6. All right guys, now let me use the help of a calculator. So we have 6.28 times 4 will give us, there we go, plus 6.28 times 6 will give us, right guys? Now if we add it up, we should get 62.8, right? 62.8 centimeter square. All right, let me also highlight it. All right, now we are almost done, guys. Now the next one, if you take a look at this, there is the area which we have calculated both in the rectangular prism and the cylinder, right? Which we are not going to take it into consideration, is what we call the overlap, right? Now let me maybe highlight it right here. Now this space right here is what we call the overlap. All right guys, now let's go ahead and find the area for the overlap. The overlap, okay, is equal to, and we see that the overlap is in the shape of a circle, right? Now how do you find the area of a circle? It is pi r square, right guys? Again, let's take the value of pi as 3.14 multiplied with the radius is 2 to the power of 2, which will give us 3.14 times 4, which is equal to 3.14 times 4 will give us 12.56. 12.56 centimeter square. Now let me highlight it. So this is the area of the overlap. All right, guys. Now the surface area of a composite shape. So let's write it down. So surface area for this composite shape is the area of part 1 plus the area of part 2 minus 2 times the area of the overlap. Alright guys, always in composite shape it will minus 2 times the area of overlap. So for the first figure, guys, we got 202 plus, for the second figure we got 62.8 minus with 2 times our overlap. Now our overlap is 12.56. Alright guys, so we got 202 plus 62.8 minus with 25.12, right? Minus with 25.12. Now let's use the help of a calculator. So we have 202 plus 62.8, 202 plus 62.8 minus with 25.12 is 239.68, right guys, which is equal to 239.68 centimeter square. Now if we want to round it up to the nearest tenth, we can also write this one as 239.7 centimeter square. And there you go guys, that is how we will find the area of a composite shape that has a cylinder and a rectangular prism. All right guys, hope this helped you guys out. Bye bye, see you next time.